Hey everybody. Hey. It's Wednesday, and so at 3 o'clock. And y'all know it is time to do some training. Give me a second while I join in the group. Okay, cool. I see myself. Let me know how y'all are doing. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. It's hump day, y'all. We're halfway there. We're almost to the weekend. And today we are talking about 4 tips for high conversion social media sales or promotions. So, I asked you guys a question in the group last week. I asked you, how often do you run sales? And of course, I had a purpose behind asking this question, and it was leading to this live video. Um, and a couple of you responded and said, hey, I do run sales. I know I need to run more sales. And you wanted some tips. So I wanted to get on here and give you guys 4 tips on how to, run more effective sales, right? We don't just want to run sales for the heck of it. We really want them to mean something. We want them to make us more money, right? If that's what you want, let me know in the comments below. Just say more money or say money. Drop the emoji sign, something. Before I do that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Kira Williams, and on Instagram, you can find me as Automation Queen Bee. On Facebook, my business page is Kira Williams, the Automation Queen, and I work with e commerce entrepreneurs. I help them understand how to use social media, how to monetize social media, to get in front of their audience, to drive traffic. Also a website designer, so I help my people optimize their websites to convert their visitors into customers on autopilot. So that's a lot. But today we're talking about 4 tips for high conversion social media sales. Okay. So if you know you need to run more sales, in which the biggest tip I'm going to give you today is to run more sales. So if you know you need to run more sales. Okay. You guys, sales equal money. So the more sales and promotions you can run, right? If that's what your audience favors, then, the more money you're going to bring in, the more new customers you're going to be able to onboard. Okay. Don't be afraid to run those sales, y'all. I see so many people that are afraid to run sales simply because, they feel like they're going to lose money or it's not going to be worth it. And a lot of times it is worth it. I will tell you one story that I had with the client, and we relaunched her website. And in that month, she did like 3 sales, and that was her first 1K month. Like, she was having consistent $300 months. It took her 30 days to get to $300, but running those sales allow her to hit her first 1K month. So, sales really do make a difference when it comes to pushing your products, or your services. Okay. So, please run some sales. So, if you're ready for these 4 tips on how to run better sales, let me know in the comments below. Just say ready. Okay. So, tip number one, you guys. And tip number one is gonna be a no-brainer, but a lot of people skip this no-brainer, right? So tip number one is for you to plan ahead. Okay. So often I see that people, pop up and do a sale, and that doesn't help you, nor does it help your customers. Okay. Hey, Yolande, I just saw you over here. So popping up and doing a sale doesn't help you, and it doesn't help your customers. Okay. So when you do not plan ahead, number one, you stress yourself out. Okay. Because the way that I teach people to do sales is like super intense. And there's no way that you're going to be able to do all the things that you're supposed to do. Like, I teach people to post 4 times a day during their sale, right? Go live once a day during their sale. Like, these are, very intense things I'm asking people to do. And so if they don't plan ahead, like if they try to come up with their content that day, right, they're going to feel super overwhelmed, and they'll probably actually give up on their sale. So to me, if you're running your sale the way it should be ran, if you're promoting your sale the way it should be promoted, you really do need to plan ahead, right? So that you can know how everything's going to be laid out. Okay. And I actually suggest for people that, you know, honestly, if you can have a heads up and be planning way farther out than a month, but to me, you should start planning at a month, right? And then 2 weeks before your sale starts, you should start your promotion. Okay. So, unless it's a flash sale, you guys, your sale shouldn't be anything that's like not calculated. Okay. It should actually be very calculated. And you should know what you're going to post, what you're going to email, what you're going to text, right? What you're going to DM people, whatever. Okay. So that's tip number one is you want to plan. You plan. It helps you. And then also planning helps your customers because they can align their pocketbooks to your sale. If they are, diehard fans of yours, or if they wanted to try your brand, them knowing that you have a sale coming up, right? They can say, okay, I need to put some money aside to shop with this person. Okay. So tip number one is plan. Okay. Let me know in the comments if, have you ever planned a sale, right? If you haven't planned a sale, how has that sale gone for you that, you haven't planned? I love to hear, what you guys have to say. So, tip number two follows tip number one. And tip number two says automate everything. Okay. So, if we do actually do tip number one and we plan out everything, then tip number two is easy, right? Because tip number two says everything that I planned, I'm going to schedule it. Okay. I'm going to schedule all my posts, schedule my emails. I'm going to schedule my text message correspondence. You can't really schedule DMs or things like that, but like if you're posting in your group, that's where your people are. You schedule those posts for your group. Do not try to do these things manually by hand every single day. You're going to get tired. Okay. You're going to get super tired. So automate. Get you a tool to help you schedule these posts. There are so many tools out here. A lot of them you can use for free, right? And I'm thinking social media tools. So one of the ones that I use is called, or this is the one that I use. It's called One Up, and I like One Up because One Up lets you post to your profile. So a lot of the other ones like Hootsuite or gosh, there's so many. They don't, publish to like Facebook personal profiles, but One Up does. So I have this app, and so once it's time to post, I press, post this to Facebook, and it copies my picture and my caption, and it's just a one-click button to post it to my personal profile. Oh, okay. God, I can't even pronounce that. Thank you. So, look, dropping other suggestions for social media platforms in the comments. So, heck yeah. Yes. That's why I chose One Up, is because you can post to your profile. You can automate that. So, again, saving you a lot of time, even if you're not running a sale, you guys, like your everyday marketing, you can schedule, to your profile. So, but anywho, automate everything you can pre-schedule. Go ahead and schedule that out. Okay. Again, it saves you time. It saves you effort. And like I said, the way that I tell people to do sales, you're doing more than just posting, right? Your sale is not just you posting. You want to be DMing people. You want to be, posting in groups and things like that, just to really get in front of, an audience. Okay. And so the more you can automate, the more time it saves you. And so you can finish the day feeling less overwhelmed. You're still going to feel overwhelmed because you're in the middle of a sale. Okay. So tip number two, automate. Tip number three, you guys, and this is something that I see people doing so often. Do not run your sale for a long time. Tip number three is to keep your sale short. I see people that run sales for a week and a half, 10 days, 15 days. Don't do that, you guys. Okay. Um, I suggest that you run your sale anywhere from like 3 to 4 days. Keep it time limited. Okay. All the things that I suggest to people that people do during a sale, posting pretty much a million times a day, sending out direct messages, posting in their group, all these other things, going live. It's going to be strenuous to keep that schedule up every single day. Okay. So if you aren't willing to go in 100% and show up the way you need to for a week or a week and a half, because that's a long time, you guys. Keep it short. Okay. Also, long sales really, like, your money comes in slower. Okay. Because people normally don't take action until they have to. Right. So if you have a sale that runs for 7 days or 10 days, 15 days, you're probably not even going to get people to the last few days. Right. So if you want your sales to come in quicker, you want to meet your sales goals quickly, then shorten your sale, right? 3 to 4 days max. Okay. Because you're gonna burn yourself out and you're gonna stop promoting your sale because you're gonna be tired of it. Okay. So that's tip number 3. Keep your sales short. All right. And the last tip, and I've kind of been hinting at this tip the entire video, just telling you guys the different things that I suggest, that people do during a sale, right? Going live, um, posting multiple times a day, DMing people, posting groups, things like that. If you're showing up the way that you're supposed to show up, right, then you're going to be tired. Okay. And so you want to plan to be tired. So what I mean is you want to plan to be super visible during your sales. Okay. So if you post one time a day, maybe twice, then I really need you to like double that. Okay. And the reason why is because when you're driving organic traffic, people take action right as you post. So think about it. If you just post one time a day, whoever sees your link while it's active or while it's, high in the feed, that's who's going to click on it. So all the people that you've been talking to or nurturing or, that have been getting to know your brand might not be online then. By the time those people get online, your post might not even be high in the feed anymore. So the more you can post during a sale, the more it's going to help you. Okay. So that's why I suggest for people to post like 3 to 4 times a day. I know it sounds a lot, but seriously, that's how my client, had her first 1K month after, relaunching, is because she posted 4 times a day. Okay. So again, just be more visible. Be prepared to be visible and be prepared to be tired. And that's why we don't run super long sales, because you can't, you don't want to sit around feeling tired for like 5 or 7 days. Okay. So hopefully these tips have connected with you guys. Um, I would love to hear how your sales have gone, right? Or after you implement some of these things, how they go. I love to hear feedback from you guys. And remember, you know, I'm the host, but this is your group. Okay. So give me some feedback. Drop any questions you have on this thread. Drop them in the group. I'll answer them. Okay. Thank you so much for all of you that have taken the time to watch, to hop on here with me. And for those of you that are hopping on during the replay, I appreciate you too. Let me know if you're watching during the replay. Okay. So, and if you guys have any suggestions on things that you would like to learn more about, post them in the group. Let me know. DM me. Okay. I'm open. I want to see you guys grow, and we can definitely grow together. So hopefully, I can connect with some more of you guys offline. But if not, it's okay. We'll be in the group together. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Wednesday.